out there stealing. I was out there robbing people, going in people's pockets, robbing people at ATM. I did all this, but I had to demonstrate that I wanted to be a different person, that I am worthwhile, that I can be a gentleman,
right.
that I can help old ladies going across the street,
right.
that I can bend down and help the man who needs some shoes or some socks. You could do this. You could have your life transformed. That's where people start believing in you once you start demonstrating. I got parole officers call me, police officers, some of my best friends, man. I got the commander of the San Francisco Police Force who honored me during his eulogy.
Wow.
So God is good, man.
Yes,
it's about making changes in your life. Once you begin to make changes within to be all that you could be, watch what happens. It's not all about being a tough guy. It's not all about being fighting all the time, carrying guns. It's not all about that.
Yeah.
It's all about being everything that God wants you to be.
Right.
That's where I'm at today. I will take the shirt off my back and give it to somebody. You don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. That's where I'm at.
And God will reveal his plan to you if you simply ask him to. And it is that easy. So, Delray, let me ask you, sir, while incarcerated, were you still using, were you still smoking? I mean, I know you couldn't do it in there, but or can you?
You could.
You could.
You know, the state prison is a little city.
Okay.
It's run by the convicts.
Right.
They got everything in there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But no, I didn't. I got clean.
Yeah.
When I did go in there, I knew I had to quit smoking cigarettes because I wanted to be at my best. Because there's killings in the penitentiary every day.
Yeah.
And those of you who think I'm playing, go there and see. Go there and see. If you want to test the waters, I'm going to tell you this now. I don't know what they telling you out here. It ain't promised you're going to get out. I had to fight. You in there taking showers with 40 men in stalls. If you think I'm playing, if you got to find out, go committing crimes and see. I'm telling y'all youngsters to get some act right today. You could avoid that ditch if you listen to Dale Ray. Go this way instead of that way. Yeah, they're not playing in the pen. And you know what, though? When something happening to you, a sexual abuse, police, they going to turn their head. Ain't no need on writing home to mom. They not playing in them. Them people, them men in there will put you on a liquid diet.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real in the pen, man. They got real men in the pen. Aaron brothers, Muslims, black gorillas, Emmys. That's real sex, man.
Yeah.
You get in, you mind your own business. That's what I did, was play marbles, mind my own business.
Right.
So I can come home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Dale Ray with a unique look inside the penitentiary and his life for 20 years on crack.
Yes, 20 years of crack addiction and alcohol.
But now 10 years clean.
10 years clean.
And he's a life coach. He shared his experiences with hundreds of thousands of men and women across the country. And we're very fortunate to have him here in the Houston area for a time being, because I have a feeling that you're going to be called to continue to share your message across the globe, man, because there's so many people who have given up, lost hope, or had that same self-pity party we talked about on our last interview. Any excuse to drink or get high, you know. Uncle Funky, I'm just so,
Well,
you know, and that's just an excuse, right?
It is an excuse.
Yeah.
It's an excuse that I use many times. Many times when something showed up in my life, it's just like a Band-Aid. If you got a cut right here, you're going to put the Band-Aid on. When you take it off, it's still going to be sore right there. And it's just like our life. It's about accepting life on life terms, because life is going to show up, Larry. Life is going to show up. You could bend, but you don't have to break.
Right.
When my daughter died, I went and curled up in my bed like a fetus. I knew that what God was telling me, that sunshine going to come in the morning. Hold on, Dale Ray. I'm your anchor. And here I am today. It does you no good to go out there and smoke crack, to go out there and do heroin, to go out there and drink. What are you doing it for? You going backwards. It's about progressing instead of regressing. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You going to be all right?
Yeah.
Call Dale Ray.
Yeah. Call Dale Ray. Caldell Ray.
Serious about what I'm doing.
Come on now. All right, we've got a little bit more of you in action. So from the studio, here's another look at Del Ray. You're watching Reentry TV.
Walking the floor, can't sleep at night. If we make up, when we break up, for me everything.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. When I got out, I started smoking crack. I smoked crack for 20 years. I've been sleeping on the ground. I've ate out of garbage cans. I've begged for quarter. I've robbed people. I done been there, folks. I've been shot. I've been stabbed. I done jumped out of a 4-story window. Huh? Now, it is crazy. It was mind-altering drugs that made me do it. You're right. It is crazy. So that means I come back from hell to tell y'all it ain't cool out here. I come back to tell you that it is about education. I laugh not, I joke not. We need to be leaders instead of followers. Quit following people. They gonna, you know what? If people ain't trying to go the same way you going to score a positive direction, get them out your life. I wish somebody would have told me that a long time ago. I was following this person and we both fell in the ditch. It's about education, y'all. It's about getting that cap changed. How many gonna get the education? Raise your hand. Come on, raise your hand, man. Put your hand up, folks.
Obviously, a classroom clip of Del Ray. So you were speaking to some young kids about your past experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was invited to this particular class because the principal had stated that there's a lot of youngsters in that class in San Francisco who were slapping on the young women, who was out there playing marbles, playing dice, instead of being in the classroom. So when he pointed them out to me, I would go there and talk to him and tell him, you know where you headed? A mind is a terrible thing to waste, youngster. That's what I tell them. I remember when I was little, I couldn't read that sign, that manhole, and I fell right in there. Get your education. It is the only way out. If you don't believe me, keep going, and you're going to be getting Safeway basket with getting cans and bottles. Get your education. It's free for you in this country. People come into this country to do it. Get your education. Handle your business. You can do anything you want to do if you be accountable. Be a leader. Quit hanging around with your pants all down. Pull your pants up. Let's get some act right. Be new. Be solo bolo. Be the Lone Ranger. Forget about what they're doing. That's about leadership. That's where I'm at.
Get you some act right.
Exactly.
Man, oh man, oh man.
If you don't, because you might have a stand chance on being somebody's woman when you go to state prison.
Look out, Daddy.
I'm not playing. Yes.
Studio, we've got another clip going. Is that real? Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Reentry TV is live tonight. This is Funky Larry Jones, and I'm having fun with my producers because we like to mess around on a live show, and they were messing with us just now, so I just want to make sure we were all good. Again, Del Ray, before we get out of here, let me ask you to give us your information again in case there's a mom or a teacher, because we're getting ready to go into our next school season coming up in a couple of weeks, and I really would like folk to get your passion live.
Well, I will come to the schools. I go to the juveniles. I'm at the churches. I'm at the recovery programs. Anytime you need me, you could email me at dsmith_lifecoach@yahoo.com. www.daleraysmith.com. And my phone number is 415-756-0494. I do one-on-one counseling. I do group counseling, and I have them shook up. I'm not playing with them. I love you, and I got to keep it real.
Right.
People call me when you might have a black child in a foster home with white parents, and they give him everything he got. But he's throwing underwears all down in the toilet, clogging it up, running away at 11, 12 years old. So I would come over and talk to him, and I'll mentor him. What do you think you're doing?
Right.
You is blessed.
Right.
Those are the things I do. And when you're having a hard time with a youngster at risk, mom, dad, call Dale Ray. I'll drive to you. If I ain't got no gas, I'll get a skateboard. I'll come to you. I'll get to you, and I'm sure about it.
Yes, he is. So through all of this, and I hope you've been with us enough in the show to find out that we talked about the to hell part a lot. In the final minutes of the show, what I want to let Dale expand on is the I'm back part and the love that was waiting on him in his life. A young lady he met back in the 70s, now his wife. And as I begin to introduce her, there's just a huge smile coming on your face.
Yeah.
Tell us about you, sweetie.
Yes, that's my honey. That's my soulmate. She's my best friend. She's really my rib. But it was 30 years ago that Cheryl and I were kind of like teenage sweethearts.
Okay.
In San Francisco.
Right.
And I chose to venture out and move to Honolulu, Hawaii. And I had a carpet cleaning machine. I knew how to clean carpet. Mm-hmm. So I looked at her one day. I'm finna leave. I'm going over to. I'm finna handle my business. I love you. Bye.
Right.
I went to Honolulu, Hawaii, where I met two Hawaiian guys, and we began to clean carpet. I cleaned Jack Lord's house.
Okay.
Will Chamberlain.
Right.
It started to expand. And I was very young, man, but I had that confidence.
Right.
As I began to expand, I let them go and hired my 5 biological brothers. They came over and stole everything I had out the hotels, and the Japanese people blackballed me out of Hawaii.
Wow.
Yes. I had been in St. Louis, Missouri, landing contracts with Hyatt Regencies. At my young age, I done met famous Amos. When I got back to Honolulu, Hawaii, the Japanese man told me, you can't do this no more. I'm telling everybody about you. So I left. I had a home. I was finna buy. I had 3 cars. I was on my way, Larry.
Yeah.
So what I did was came back and lost my mind. That's when I got on drugs. That's when I got on black beauties. That's when I got on alcohol. That's when I got on speed. All of those years. I didn't see Cheryl until one day in my little hotel room 5 years ago. I got some clarity, and I was like, I wonder is she still here? Whatever happened to her? Does her mom and dad still live out here in the avenues by the college? And I picked up the phone book in the hotel, and I remembered that it was like a couple of Hatters there, and the last name was Hatter. Mm-hmm. So I called the first Hatter, and a lady picked it up. And I said, this is Dale Ray Smith. Are you Miss Hatter? Are you Cheryl's mother? Mm-hmm. She said, yes, I am.
Wow.
She said, well, you may not remember me. I'm Dale Ray, and I used to be your daughter's boyfriend. She said, I remember you from the 1970s.
Wow.
Well, Cheryl lives in Houston now.
Wow.
She's going through this, and she has grown children, this and that. I said, okay. Do me a favor, man. Would you give her my cell number? She gave her my number. Cheryl called me 2 days later. And, oh, my God. It brings chills to me now, man. And she says, what happened to you? That I never stopped loving you. What happened? Wow. Are you fat? Are you bald? It's 3 decades. I said, no, I'm not fat. I got a little natural at the side.
Right.
So, but she came up, taking care of Daddy's papers, bit Medi-Cal. Mm-hmm. And we talked. We spent a lot of time together, man. And to make a long story short, today we are married. Yeah. We've been married 5 years. So I want to share with everybody that miracles happen. If you keep doing what's right, This is miracle. And if you can hear me, honey, I love you so much. And I'm a trained man, and I do the dishes and the floors, and I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of my life. You are the wind beneath my wing. God bless you.
Yeah. I knew that was important, one, because I truly understand what love is all about. And second, third, fourth, fifth chances, everyday chances once we wake up, the slate's wiped clean and we get a fresh start.